What's up, good people? What up, folks? I hope everybody's having a good day. I hope that all is well and that you guys are doing what you need to do to be successful in your life. I am so glad to be on here. But listen, today I want to talk to you guys about a routine. You guys, a lot of you guys are getting in trouble, or a lot of you guys are feeling some frustration stuff because you don't have a routine. That's a lot of times when you're just sitting around, you're bored, you don't have anything to do, this, that, and the other, and you go hang out with your friends, you just want to chill, you want to sit on the game, or whatever it is, you just try to fill your time up with stuff that's not planned. You don't have anything to do. You don't really have you just milling around like do. Oh, I'll go play the game right now. Or I'm hungry right now, so I'm gonna go eat. Maybe I'm gonna get on the phone and I'm gonna get on TikTok, or maybe I'll make a TikTok video. Maybe I'll just do FaceTime. Maybe I'll lay here and watch TV. You don't really have a plan. So here's my challenge to you guys. You have to develop a routine. But in order for you to develop a routine, you have to have things to put in place in order to develop a routine. Now, those things that you put in place are crucial. So here it is. I got stuff on my desk, right? I got a folder. I got my Bible. I got some books and things like that. Now, if I look at these things and say, okay, this is, my spiral. This is my football practice. I gotta be at football practice at 3 o'clock. My Bible. This is the cleaning up. I gotta clean up from 5 to 2. I got to put this over here. I got to get up and get dressed for school here. I got to be at school at these amount of hours. I got to, after school, I have to go to this organization. I want to go help and volunteer at this place at 5 o'clock. At 7 o'clock, I have to be at a youth program. At 9 o'clock, it's time for me to get ready for bed. And this is a routine, a schedule. If you don't have a routine, oftentimes you will just be doing stuff. And if you live in a negative and toxic environment, chances are you're going to engage in something negative and toxic. Listen, I grew up in the hood. All of my brothers ended up going to jail, juvenile, and prison. We was in a home where there was full of domestic violence, and we were being beat. Well, we were starved. We were locked in a basement. None of us, I got 4 brothers, 5 of us. None of us ever met our father before, except for my oldest brother, who dad is currently spending 99 years in prison. He was in and out of prison his whole life. So there was no positive male role models around. So there was a lot of bank robberies and gas stations and all this kind of stuff, and drugs and violence and all that stuff that led my brothers. One got 10 years in prison, one got 22 years, one did 10 years, one did, and my twin has 40-year prison sentence. So, but I grew up in the same environment. I grew up in the same household and never been incarcerated. Graduated from high school with honors. Graduated from University of Texas at Arlington with my bachelor's degree in 2007. And I've always worked in the field. So my point to that is, I joined athletics. I joined PAL, Peer Assistance Leadership. I joined the Boys and Girls Club, and then I went back and started volunteer coaching. I joined DARE. I was in choir. I got involved. I had activities. I had stuff to do. So there was very little time for me to get in trouble. Listen, you can be on a boat in the ocean, right? And as long as the water that's surrounding that boat does not get on the inside of that boat, that water, that ocean will still take you to your destination, because it won't sink, because what's on the outside doesn't get on the inside. Even though I was surrounded by violence and drugs and crime and this, that, and other, I still reached my destination because the stuff that was around me, my environment, didn't get on the inside of me. So I knew how to say no to drugs. I knew how to say no to violence. I knew how to stay away from trouble. I knew how to stay out of certain cliques and groups. I knew how to navigate the waters without the waters getting inside of me and drowning me and becoming toxic to me. Now, that's not to say I didn't have some troubles, because, I did. I had to go to anger management. I had to go to, I was kicked out of school at first, of college, but I went and I started to seek help. Like, man, what is wrong with me? And I had to communicate, like, this is what I'm feeling. That's why I'm saying, like, you guys have to add more tools, and you have to have a routine. You have to have stuff that keeps you busy, positive things that keep you interactive, hanging around like-minded individuals, hanging around other kids and things that's thinking like you, that's trying to go somewhere. So join things like the National Honor Society, the FFA, the whatever organizations and groups and things that you can get involved with at school. Do it, because it creates a routine for you. And you won't even be thinking about all the stuff that's going on in the hood, the projects out there rolling dice, getting in fights, selling weed, hustling, whatever the case is. That stuff won't even come into your head, because you'll be so busy doing other stuff that's in your routine. Okay, if you don't have a routine, it's going to be very difficult for you to navigate those waters without being heavily affected by your environment. And people do it all the time. There's a lot of kids that come up in the hood or come up in places where all of the violence and stuff is, but make it out. The difference is pretty much a lot of times it's the routines. On Friday nights, when my family members or my friends and stuff in the hood, on Friday nights, they would be at the parties, they would be at the clubs, they would be in the projects, they would be hanging out, drinking, smoking, chilling, whatever. I had a football game to go to. You know what I mean? I come from a small town called Ennis, Texas. We won state championship, but, I was always practicing after school. And then I'd be so tired that I just want to go to the house. And then I also had homework to do. So I don't have time to go and hang out in the projects, because I just got out of practice. We had a hard practice. We've been hitting each other. And then we had to lift weights after practice. We got a game coming up, so I got to go study film. I got to do my homework for the next day. I got to get ready for a test the next day. We getting at home around 6, 7 o'clock at night, after practice. And my body's still kind of sore. I'm tired, but I also got to get this other work done and get this. So I didn't have time. I didn't have time to do no foolishness, because my routine was in place. I had other stuff I had to do that I really had to focus on. But if you don't have a routine and you don't have the mindset and the discipline to say, I'm going to get my work done, I'm going to study for my test after the practice, a lot of times, don't come in, I'm tired, I don't feel like doing this. No, you have to boss up. You can't, I'm tired, I don't feel like doing this, or this is a lot. Listen, life won't always be like that if you're going to be successful. If you're trying to go somewhere, if you're trying to do something in life, you're always going to have a busy schedule, or unless you're just going to sit around on the couch and eat chips and watch TV, watch the March Madness or whatever the case is. If that's what you're going to do, you're not going to create nothing. You're not going to build nothing. You're not going to aspire to be nothing. Then, hey, that do your thing. But if you were trying to go somewhere, you're always going to be faced with, I got to do this, I got to do this, I'm tired, but I got to do this. This is discipline. That's what builds discipline. That's what builds integrity. That's what builds character. That's what builds your morals. All of that stuff is involved in that. So all I'm saying, I'm sorry, I got off track, but all I'm saying is put you a routine in place. Stuff that swallows up your time. You want to be busy. You want to work yourself to exhaustion and then go to sleep and have a good night's sleep and get up and do it all over again. These are the techniques that you're going to need in life to be successful, to go somewhere, to let that water take you to your destination. You can learn a lot. I've learned a lot in the hood. I've learned a lot about, saying no. I've learned a lot about, fending off peer pressure. Nah, pimp, that ain't me. I don't do that. You know what I mean? Nah, I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't do that. You know what I mean? You learn how to say that stuff and say it with confidence. And not even after a while, if that's who you are, if that's your nature, especially when in the hood, people respect that. They're like, oh, nah, this my boy. He don't drink though, or he don't smoke. Whatever the case is, they'll know that about you. Many of you are too scared to even be who you really are. So when somebody offer you some pills or some Exos or whatever the case is, you would act like, yeah, man, I do this. Yeah, man, I don't look like no punk. You know what I mean? So I take it. That ain't looking like a punk. Real strength is being able to stand your own ground. Nah, that ain't me. You know what I mean? Nah, hey, y'all about to go to Stop 6? Nah. Listen, I know they fight out there. I know they do a lot of stuff at these parties. So, hey, y'all have fun, man. Hit me up when y'all get back. All right, you know what I mean? And saying it with confidence. And listen, you can think what you want to think about me, but, that ain't who I am. I know who I am. But when you start to show who you really are, people will respect you for you. You know what I mean? So don't try to be nobody else, especially if that's not who you are. You know what I mean? If you're not a fighter, if you're not a drinker, smoker, this, another, be cool with that. It's okay. You know what I mean? If you're a virgin, be cool with that. It's okay. You know what I mean? You don't have to transform yourself to fit nobody else's narrative. Be who you are and be strong in that. Be confident in that. Like, nah, I don't do all that. Nah. So put your routine in place. Get you some discipline about yourself. Stand on your ground. Have your morals. Do what's right. Be resilient and doing what's right, man. Doing what's right because you got somewhere to go. You got something to create in this world, man. You guys are phenomenal, man. You guys are, like I said in some of these other videos, you guys are blank slates, man. You are phenomenal. Use that greatness to contribute to the world, to contribute to the world we live in, man. That's all I'm doing with these videos is, listen, I done been to the hood. I done worked for juvenile services. I done worked for child protective services. I have worked in school districts and all that stuff. And I just soak up all of that knowledge, all of that wisdom, all of that experience, all that understanding, and I'm giving it back to you guys. I'm giving it back to you guys in a way that says, hey, this is my lane. This is what I can contribute to help society, to help this world. You know what I mean? Be that guy. Be that guy. All right. Hey, I hope you guys continue to have a great day. Love you. Respect your teachers. Respect your administrators. Respect your counselors. Whoever it is you're talking to, your parents, whatever. But have a good one. All right. Peace.